I don't wanna talk, so please don't hit me back. Baby girl in my DMs tweaking, now you.
Yo, what's up? It's me. I'm back. It has been a minute, but I'm back nonetheless. And today I'm gonna teach you how to make a very cool pluggnb type beat. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so first I laid down these chords with this sound font player. They sound like this. Very cool. Sounds like this. Oh fuck. Sounds like that, and then I turned it down a bunch in the mix, and then I added I think I added a cathedral reverb to it to make it sound like that. So, and it kind of just backs up the main melody. And just the main melody. I made this with Purity. I made this with Pretty Suitcase. You can find it in the piano section. I think it's like the most basic like pluggnb thing that you can get. So it sounds like this. Pretty simple. It is just the regular chords from the other thing, or from the other. Oh my god, like I cannot talk. It's just the chords from the other pattern, and then I just added these little accents here just to give it some more depth, I guess you could call it. And then we have a lead. This is your typical lead. You'll find this in like all pluggnb type beats. I made it technically, I guess. I don't know. If you want to make a lead, just go here, turn on mono, and then just keep this glide as default, and you have a lead. That's what I do whenever I want to make a lead. And this is just default sine preset and 3x oscillator, and it sounds like this. Pretty simple, nothing too basic. It follows like the top pattern of the chord progression from Purity, and then just add some extra notes with it. And then we have another chord progression. It's the exact same, use a different sound font. Sounds like this. Piano, just like a little accent thing. I only use it in like the chorus, I think. It sounds like this. Pretty basic, nothing too special. It's just the same thing that you've seen here. And then now we have this like counter melody, also Purity, kind of a theme. If you want to make pluggnb, get Purity. If I don't know how much it costs, I'm gonna keep it real. I got it the other way, but yeah, I got this bell from Bell and Perk. It's breath bell. Sounds like this. And then I made this like counter melody. So for kind of what I did is I took the chords from the other thing, and then I arpeggiated it, and it made this, and then I kind of just built off of it, removed some stuff, added it, and I don't really know how to explain it, but basically if you want like an easy kind of counter melody with like something else, grab your chord progression, hit Alt A, and then arpeggiate it, and then it'll make you a cool little chord progression, or not like counter melody, not chord progression. But yeah, that's pretty much all I did for the instruments. This is what they sound like all together. Nice. All right. Now we're gonna move on to the drums. We have check clap. Sounds like this. Sounds like a snap. And I thought it sounded cool. And then I layered it with the Brent clap. This is your basic clap. You can find this in any kit ever, probably. Like, if you have a kit, you have this clap. And then I layered them together, and then they sound like this. I know for most plug, what they do is they actually get a clap and then they filter it. Hold on. Let me go to. So most times your clap will sound like this, but I didn't want to do that because I thought it was too basic. And yeah, and then we have a kick, sounds like this. Really complicated. It just follows the bass. So whenever just hits like the first time with the bass, pretty simple. And okay. And then we have the hi-hats. These I guess are a little more complicated. I'll play them out. Pretty much all this is a two-step with some rolls. For this, all I did was that dragged it out, Alt U, and then I just glided it up, and then it gives you this cool little effect. And then I just cut out some parts, added another roll, and then yeah, it's not too difficult really. All the drums together besides the bass sound like this. And then now we have the bass. It sounds like this. Really cool. You'll never guess where I got this one from, guys. Purity. It is the glide bass. Sounds like that. But there actually are some effects on it. Some fruity blood overdrive, and then this disgusting looking EQ. It kind of just makes it more present in your ears so that you can hear it better. At least that's what I think. It sounds like this without any effects. It's really quiet and I didn't like that, so I just amped it up and made it hit harder, I guess. And then I'm gonna keep it real. I have no idea as far as side chaining goes, but it was clipping whenever it first hit with everything else. So I was like, I'll just automate it, and it kind of just glides in, and it's kind of supposed to be a side chain thing with the kick, where the kick hits first, and then you kind of hear this gradually fade in. And then we have these keys. Pretty typical thing you'll hear in plug. You can find this in any pluggnb drum kit ever. I just have it right before the little I don't know what you call this, pre-hook. Okay, yeah. And then everything together with the drums and stuff, and the bass sounds like this. Pretty simple. It's nothing too crazy. Drum wise, you can do pretty simple stuff for pluggnb drums. I tend not to go fairly crazy with my drums. I know but the melody is where most of it's at anyway. And then as far as structure goes, I just have a 8-bar intro with just these two things playing, and then I bring in the lead, and then this, and then whenever this stops, the hi-hat comes in and the clap, and then my tag right before the drop, and then I forget where I saw this. I think it was in a Fizo video. He was like, oh, they don't put their 808s, or I guess I don't have an 808 because I was lazy and I thought the bass just sounded better. But I put the bass in and I made it wait. So instead of coming in this, I have it wait 2 bars. What is that, 1? Yeah, I think that's 2. I think it just sounds cooler. Yeah. And then for the verse section, it is just these 2 instruments at first, and then the bass comes in, and we just have the hi-hat and the clap playing. And the claps, since I have 2 claps, I have them transition every, what is that? I think 4 bars. So every 4 bars, it's a different clap playing. So it just like, it's not boring pretty much, because if you just have the same 2 claps playing over and over, it can get kind of boring, and I didn't want to do that. So I was like, oh, I'll just I'll just alternate them, and it sounds kind of cool. So it's subtle, but it's nice. And then also I just have the bass, and then we have this little 8-bar bridge. All we have here is these 3 instruments. Then I take out this the lead, and then I have the little keys right before the drop, and then all the instruments come back together again. I don't know if I explained any of that pretty well, because I'm not the best at explaining things, but essentially what this boiled down to is get purity if you want to make pluggnb. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching.